What's up guys, Rick here and welcome back to the channel. Springtime is finally upon us and that means it's time for a slight change in our rotation, and gone are the heavy padded jackets and say hello to lighter outerwears and layering. Personally, I'm a huge fan of the springtime just because I feel like it's a very balanced season that still allows us to layer a little bit without being too cold or warm. While this channel focuses a lot on tech wear, athleisure is also something that's a very big part of my wardrobe, as it's the one thing that I did brought over during my streetwear days that I still do wear quite a bit till today. As I live in a country whereby it's basically summer all year round, I do find a number of athleisure wear pieces to be very comfortable to wear during the hot weather conditions. That is why in today's video I came up with this idea of creating outfits incorporating both tech wear and athleisure. To be honest, I got this inspiration from the latest Nike and Acronym collab that brought about these two different styles together. And being that my wardrobe consists mainly of tech wear and athleisure, I wanted to see what type of outfit that I can come up with based on just the pieces that I own, as I feel like there is a very fine line of connection between these two styles. But before we continue further into today's video, it would be very much appreciated if you go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below if you are new to the channel or just haven't been subscribed yet, as it really does help the channel out a long way. Also, if you guys are feeling generous and want to help support the channel in a much bigger way, I do have a Patreon page whereby I've only set up to be $1 a month, and all of it will go and help me to pick up new filming equipment so that I can continue to improve the qualities of the videos for you all, as well as helping to keep the lights on this channel. So what even is Tech-Athleisure? In my terms, it's basically a combination between tech wear and athleisure. So you could look at it as a style that combines pieces from both genres into an outfit, or having athleisure wear made in a more functional approach in mind, bringing over that tech wear element and vice versa. Is it even an actual thing? Did I just make all of this up? To be really honest, I am not too sure, but I do want to believe that it's a term that has been thrown around quite a bit within the industry. Although I would say that this crossover is mostly popular within a lot of sports apparel collabs. As mentioned in the beginning as well, the latest Nike Acronym collab does look into the possibilities of bringing over functionality into some of the garments, like the transformable zipper that can be used as the jacket sling strap or the quick escape mechanism. There's also various other Nike collabs with brands such as Sakai or Michael Matthew Williams that brought us pieces that are very athleisure wear centric but having a technical approach in their design. You even have Adidas collabs with Undefeated that brought about a whole running wear collection that has a lot of functional features tailored to runners, or even the latest Puma and UEG collab that features garments that are very futuristic looking. While I would say Tech-Athleisure would probably be not as functional as proper tech wear outfits, I still think it's a really fun style to jump into this season because of how casual it looks. As we move towards the springtime, one of the major factors that you need to consider when putting together an outfit is the variable temperature throughout the day. During the early mornings, you will experience much colder conditions, and then moving towards noontime, it will be much warmer, and again, it will go back up to the colder conditions during the nighttime. That is why, in my opinion, it is very important to have layers in your outfit, because this will give you the ability to kind of add or remove pieces depending on the different temperature conditions that you may face. Hence, thinner and lightweight outerwears are great options here, as it gives you the flexibility to kind of layer appropriately as compared to a thicker padded jacket, which doesn't give you much options when the temperature do change. Now, because I have a rather small wardrobe and I don't have too many pieces to work with, I essentially created two base outfits that I will build my outfits upon. Therefore, you can see these outfits as one whole entire thing, or break it down to smaller individual outfits that you could potentially implement yourself. The first base outfit features some of my all-time favorite pieces and also a brand new addition in the wardrobe. Overall, just at its base level, it's a very athleisure fit, with the top being the Fear of God 5th collection mesh batting jersey. I had this piece around since 2017, And although I have pretty much moved away from the whole streetwear scene, this is one of the very few pieces that I have kept and is one of my favorites till today. I love this piece so much because of how simple it looks. It's an everyday piece that I can wear anywhere I go, and the construction of it is just flawless. There's also all these perspiration holes throughout the entire garment that provides very good ventilation, which is perfect for the weather conditions in the place I live. As for the bottom wear, I have on a pair of track pants from the latest Nike and Acronym collaboration, and this is the most recent piece that I have added into my wardrobe. It is definitely the loudest piece I currently own, but there's just something about the design that draws me towards it. Firstly, I think the design is super cool. The color blocking definitely is the standout part of the pants. Being primarily white, it has these interesting patterns that are separated by different color blocking, which reminds me a little bit of a racing car driver's uniform. At the leg opening, you have just a small portion of olive green, which although is subtle, it does help to enhance the look of the pants. My favorite part is how the back pockets are shifted towards the side, giving you an easier access to them, and there are also reflective strips running across the pants. If you are curious about the sizing for this pair, it really depends on how you want to style it. I personally wanted it to fit much more oversized, hence I went a size up to a medium, but if you want something a little bit more fitting, then sticking true to size is a good option here. While this look would be appropriate for late mornings till the evening time, for the most of us we would probably prefer something a little bit thicker, hence a hoodie here is the perfect piece. Moving along, hair systems are a very handy accessory to have on, as you will be adding or removing layers throughout the day, and having a proper place to put your jacket is always great. Hence, for this outfit, I went with the Dreep tote bag in the messenger bag configuration, and I think it complements the entire outfit really nicely by adding more of the utilitarian look into an overall athleisure fit. Lastly, if it's still pretty cold out there, I would have on another layer, and to match the little olive portion of the pants, I brought out my Goopimade VT04 Jinbei jacket. Just in terms of color blocking wise, I love this outfit so incredibly much, and the cool part about this jacket is that it has a sling strap, so you could just have it on your back when you are not wearing it. Moving along towards the second outfit, this is much more toned down in terms of color blocking, but it still does add a splash of color on it. The bottom of the outfit is a pretty old pair of track pants from Daniel Patrick paired with a basic Uniqlo U Arizona tee. As for footwear, I did include two different pairs for this outfit. The first is the Nike Fear of God moccasins, and I feel like this is a very underrated sneaker in my opinion, as not only is it a futuristic take on a moccasin, but it also shares the same sole unit as the super expensive Nike Fear of God 1. The next pair is the Nike Acronym Lunar Force 1. In my opinion, the Nike Air Force 1 silhouette goes really well with a lot of track pants, and the Acronym version just gives it more of that utilitarian look with the zipper on the side, blending in really well with the whole Tech-Athleisure look. Now, probably a lot of you may not be very familiar with Daniel Patrick, but I would say back when the whole Fear of God aesthetic was taking over the streetwear scene, this is one of the brands that was quite popular during the whole era. Just like Fear of God, they do offer more premium luxury athleisure wear. There's actually a very interesting story with this pair. It was previously owned by Galax, who is one of my all-time favorite YouTubers, and is also someone who did inspire me to start this whole YouTube journey of mine. Therefore, to be able to own something from his wardrobe, I think it just makes this piece so much more meaningful and special. I remember back when he first showcased the entire tracksuit set on his YouTube channel, I immediately fell in love with it, but it was so incredibly expensive. The matching top and bottoms together were around $8,000 US. It truly was something that I never thought I would have personally owned, but to my absolute surprise, there was one day he kind of posted the entire set up on his Depop account back then, and I managed to snag both pieces for I think less than $800 US. Therefore, if by chance Galax do actually come across this video, I just want to say a massive thank you for letting this set go for such an absolute steal of a price, and it's something that I definitely will cherish forever. Also, thank you so much for kind of giving me the courage and inspiration to start my own YouTube channel. Back to the outfit, with such a simple base, there are a lot of possibilities to build upon it. For starters, I decided to pair this outfit up with the Uniqlo Ultra Light Down jacket. This is a very underrated piece in my opinion, considering all the features it's packed into. It's super lightweight and thin while still providing a fairly good amount of insulation, making this piece great as a standalone outerwear or as an inner layering piece. In addition to that, there's also the packable aspect of it that you can put it into its own pouch, giving you the flexibility to just carry this around in your bag wherever you go. Up next, I decided to go with the full tracksuit look and have on the matching track jacket. It's been a while since I've worn this entire outfit, but I think it's an overall great outfit to be worn during the spring season. The jacket is fairly thin and light, but paired up with the ultra light down jacket, I think this is more than enough for most people. Alternatively, if I wanted to add a little bit more layering or just have a different look, the Goopimade VT01 kimono jacket is a great layering piece here. The open design of the jacket complements the high collar of the track jacket very nicely, and I can even style it in two different ways. Finally, for accessory wise, I decided to go with my trusty old Gorilla Group cap that is constructed using 3x dry scored fabric, and also I brought back the drip tote bag for the added utilitarian detail. Overall, I really like how these outfits turned out. I think the athleisure wear pieces really helped to add a nice splash of colors into the outfit, and it kind of gives it a much more casual look. I think today's video was so interesting for me because it really did kind of push me out of my comfort zone in terms of how I would approach my wardrobe, and I do hope that it will give you some sort of inspiration on how you could potentially approach your wardrobe differently. What are some of the pieces that you're very excited to bring out for this spring season? Do let me know down below in the comment section. As always, if you did enjoy watching today's video, please do give it a thumbs up. And once again, if you're new to the channel or just haven't been subscribed yet, it would really mean the world to me if you guys can go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below, because it's these little things that really do help to push the channel out to more people. That's all I have for today's video. Please do stay safe out there, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace out.